assholes. You are now fucking listening to the Two Clouded Mind Show with Kris.
What would it take for Ryan to suck a dick?
And Ryan.
Oh God, you just coughed all over me.
With special guest appearances, unique games, and contests. Give us a goddamn call. 669-241-2420. Or stalk us like your girlfriends do. On Facebook and Instagram at the Two Clouded Mind Show. Let's get fucking clouded. It's the Two Clouded Mind Show.
Hi, welcome back.
Yes.
Ryan's a fucking child.
Always. Going on.
Same shit, you know.
I just left church.
You threw me off by blowing smoke in my face. You really fucked my whole game up.
Dude. So this church is having like a rummage sale is what they call it. I do sound, so like I work for a lot of weird places.
I do sound too.
Do you really?
I'm an audio technician. I work in TV.
What the fuck? Do you want a job?
I have a really good job. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking for people. But anyway.
Next time.
So it's like a sale where like people are giving away a bunch of things, and I found that electric fly swatter.
Yeah, but it's shit.
But
It's
yeah,
so
but I
shit.
put batteries in it because I was gonna get it because yours broke.
Yeah, but we only
And
got
it
like
broke.
one good zap each.
I know it sucked.
It was shit. Like the
How'd it
whole
feel?
thing came apart.
Tantalizing.
No, it was just like a quick
It's fine.
sting.
Would you do it again
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
for just to see if it was the same or for pleasure?
Both.
Yeah.
yeah. We don't even need to think about it.
Yeah. Anyway, that
Ah!
friends, you son of a bitch.
It's your fault.
That friends.
Threw them off their game.
No, you see, yeah, she did.
They were
She
like,
did.
what?
Uh-huh.
So I want to know, like, how bad did it feel? Like, should I try it?
You should definitely.
You
It's
should.
worth a shot.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, welcome back to another episode. You got us and Maria, of course, and we have a special guest, Kellsie Cara Jones. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Awesome to be here.
Thank you for,
What is it? Yeah,
Come hang
button.
whatever.
We have buttons. We don't use them.
It's a learning
I
curve.
didn't know.
It's a learning
We
curve.
didn't
just
use.
learned.
We didn't use them either.
I
when it
just
was
showed her
right in front of
yesterday
us.
that they
I'm so
were-
excited.
they
I
were
want to
there.
make new ones.
We
We're
should.
gonna have some
It's
It's
really
so
really
easy to
awesome-
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You gotta get the dun, 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 dun.
Oh, we got that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's unnecessary.
It's given. It's like a
And
staple.
the sad
It's given.
trombone.
Oh, yeah, I like the sad trombone one. That's probably
Oh.
my
I
favorite.
think that's the green one, right?
I'm so glad I leather wiped this sofa down.
Yeah. I'm
Just to
so glad you did too. No, I'm
burn it.
I'm fighting to not slide off of it.
It looks so fresh though.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it's not
sorry.
about us and our stupid leather wipes. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
You know, chilling.
I know nothing about you. Full disclosure.
This is how
Uh,
we normally bring Ryan in.
Yeah.
Earlier, Chris messaged me on Instagram. He's like, "Oh, I have a dog." Full disclosure, she is really jumpy, but she's not going to bite anybody. And I said, "Full disclosure, I'm also really jumpy, and I have been known to bite."
Fair
So
enough.
that's a little bit.
None of us have been bit yet, so we're
Yeah.
we're good.
Have been known.
That's
You know.
fine. That's fine.
I get a
When-
little testy.
When the time arrives.
We'll see. But yeah, my name is Kellsie Cara Jones. Kellsie. I say that because it's different.
Is that your birth name, or did you name yourself
It's my
that?
birth name. Yeah, it is my birth name. Technically, my full name is Kellsie Cara Elizabeth Kalila Levy Jones.
Holy
Um,
Whoa,
shit.
are you a princess?
Fuck me, you're a princess, you aren't
Oh
you?
my
Look at
god,
you.
thank you, yes.
Yeah,
I
like, are you
mean-
royalty?
in my own way, I like to think.
So aside from
rather
audio
be
engineering,
miserable.
like what do you do?
I have a lot of hobbies.
What are your hats that you wear?
Okay, so I am recently a comedian, but my whole life has been an act. I just mean like I've been into acting and all that my whole
Mhm.
life, and I've always wanted to do comedy. And then over the pandemic, I was presented with the opportunity to like try out comedy on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like what could I possibly lose? I watched it one week, and there was like 5 people on, and like who? I don't even know these people.
Mhm.
Who cares? I tune in the next week, and I do 5 minutes, and I fucking killed it. To quote my mother. But and I just like kept doing it after that, and I loved it. And it was kind of like part of my New Year's resolution to like do things I've never done before and say yes to more things this year and be more authentically myself, and I went for it. And then in May, I did my first live stand up, and it's been fucking killer and so much fun ever since.
In front of people.
In front of people,
Like actual people.
like actual human bodies. And it's actually the first time I did stand up standing up.
Okay.
And with pants on.
Okay. Fair enough.
My first ever Zoom comedy, I actually revealed myself at the end of my set. I stood up and like had no pants on. It was like a joke about you know obvious things, but I did it.
About
Stood
Zoom
up on
meetings
camera
and
on the
none of them
internet.
are wearing pants, probably.
Yeah, so there's
Nice.
yep.
You
I
got to
did
let
that.
us know next time you have a show. We
Hell yeah, I got
yeah.
a bunch coming up in October when they are officially announced.
Are they
will
like live or in person?
live in person,
or-
live in
Fuck
person.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we have
Awesome. Good for
and
you.
a lot of local ones. We have, I know there's one like kind of down here.
Are you
They're
not
all in
local?
Jersey.
Where are you from?
I'm from just like 45 minutes north of here.
That's the South. That's a.
No, I'm not gonna
She
like
got a
this is the
southern
internet.
accent.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say exactly where I live.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
not
no,
asking
no.
for it.
My social
not-
security number is
Not
Yeah.
like that,
Your
but
blood
like
type,
if
please.
time-wise, you said you're an hour, like
yeah.
about,
No, it literally took me 40 minutes to get here.
I'm
that's not too
sorry.
far.
I'm right out of
appreciate
18.
that.
You know, that's not
That's-
far. No, I
anything
hang
out
out.
of
I hang
Belmar-
out in Asbury.
Anything
best
out
friend
of
lives-
anything out of this little bubble that we're in is like
Oh.
far from me. I'm like just.
I mean,
Don't
yeah,
listen to
no,
Chris.
I
I
feel
drive
you
like minimal
because
2 hours like a day. Going
everywhere,
somewhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I drive to the city every day for
Yeah.
work, so
I did for 15 years, and I
it's the
don't anymore.
worst.
So I'm just like, yeah, no.
I hate
no.
it.
So are your shows north or south of here?
All north.
Non-specifically.
All
Okay.
well, no, I know. There's some coming up. I think in either the Freehold Colts Neck area. There's one coming up in Elmwood Park, which is North Jersey. There's another coming up in Staten Island. A couple maybe coming up in the city. I just don't have like official like dates yet.
And they're comedy clubs or just like regular
Comedy
like,
clubs and bars.
Fuck yeah, that's
Do
awesome.
these
Yeah,
Good
clubs,
for you.
awesome.
Maybe we could talk like off the record on this eventually, but like, do they allow like self-recording or?
Yeah, I mean, like I
recording
always put my
for-
phone up. It's usually just like a lot of the places are chill, like bar type things. The one in Elmwood Park is going to be at the Elmwood Park Reserve Association, so it's kind of like a VFW kind of place.
That's cool.
Super cool bar. I think right now their shows are $25 open bar. So
that's
I mean,
great.
yeah,
I-
like, who doesn't
I'll
love
be
to get
honest.
fucked up at a VFW?
For somebody, I'm
That's
like
really cool.
really like I love comedy. Like it's all I watch really. So I've never like I've been to like not saying that other comedy shows aren't legit, but like for like bigger names,
like,
not,
big
yeah,
headliners.
headliners.
It's totally
I've never
different.
been to like a comedy bar.
What?
No, you know what's
Ryan,
insane?
you're
But
not
before I
living.
did it. I didn't even go to that many comedy shows. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so
Like the
don't-
Stress Factory and like Vinny
Mhm.
Brand and stuff like that didn't do it.
oh,
For
not even that. So
me.
only theater shows.
Because that wasn't
like you were going.
You weren't. You
No, I'm
didn't-
not talking about the Impractical Joker.
No, I'm
show.
just
That
saying
was
you
something
you were
different.
outside in a tent. You know what I mean,
No.
Oh,
I-
recently
no, when I worked there,
you worked
Oh.
there.
I did a live stream for Vinny like during COVID.
Oh,
for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. They're like Monday morning thing or whatever.
Not in the morning. It
No,
was
Monday night. I don't know. They have the show.
I did it once. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was a weird situation. Vinny's a cool guy, whatever. But like at the end of the day, he gets it done, and I respect that. And I think he pulled off that tent outside was really dope.
They
Yeah,
must have
I
put
really
so
enjoyed
much
the
money
Impractical
into
Joker
that.
show.
Yeah.
I did.
They
And
spent
he said they
those
didn't close
lights.
one night, like during the
Yeah,
COVID,
they were
that
open the
they
whole
were
time.
open their
Good on
normal
them.
hours.
He's not lying,
Yeah.
depending on how you want to look at it. But
no, I'm good.
Have you been to Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant? That's a good one.
no, but
It's
I
like
want
an
to.
Haven't been
Italian
there.
restaurant, and you can like, sit down and have like a nice Italian
Yeah,
meal and
yeah,
watch,
yeah.
and watch your comedy.
do they like do like mostly like Italians like comedy like?
No, like, it's a pretty healthy mix. Well,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you okay?
I'm good.
He
I'm
was
good.
just
I tried to like
killing a
do
small
that off-
child.
was-
Who's the guy
okay?
that talks about like the bread and the milk? Like,
Oh,
I
that
don't
guy.
know.
you
What's
know
his
what I'm
name?
talking about? He's like
Yeah.
a local guy.
I don't know.
I did sound for him
Who,
once.
Uncle Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vic Di Benedetto.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
I've done sound for Uncle Vic
Okay.
at like a high school or auditorium.
Hmm.
It was super weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
And he was very polite, like really cool guy. And like for me to see like a local comic like up in person and like not see the televised version of them
Right.
made it pretty cool. because I know a couple people that are local comics, and they're just all cool in their own way.
Everyone's super cool. I have to say, it's so weird all of a sudden calling myself a comedian or calling myself a comic.
You
because
gotta own it though.
that's what I'm doing. People just, oh, you're a comedian. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh, do you want to do this, comedian? And I'm like,
Tell me a
"Dan-
joke.
Dance for us, monkey.
Yeah, dance for your dollar, monkey.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I mean, it's just whatever. It is what it is. But it's just so weird. Yes, I'm a comedian. Yes, I am of those local comedians that you're talking about.
I always feel like that too. Like if I'm saying I'm an artist.
Yeah. At first, I was intimidated because I thought they wouldn't listen to what I had to say, and it's not really like that at all. They really
Do you
take care
have
of
any
me.
hurdles that you've like had to go through being a woman?
I mean, there is definitely like when I'm working with certain people, like I'm small in this, and I'm working with like high profile guests sometimes, and they may not always take me seriously because of my charming demeanor and short stature. But I quickly prove myself and then gain respect of my peers or colleagues.
Have you ever just lost it on somebody though?
No, I'm not. Like things don't really bother me. It really takes a lot for me to get mad. Like I can mouth off like in the shower, like when I'm thinking about it later, but I'm not really like things like
Yeah.
just don't affect me. And I'm like, oh, okay, like that's like without even me having to think about it, it's like, oh, that's clearly a you problem you're dealing with. Like that really has nothing to do with me. You're
That's a
screaming
Yeah,
at
but
me.
I just want to
Okay.
verbally express that
I just have
to
other
the people that have you
You
problems.
want
like,
them to know.
like
You
it-
really-
I
you
just want
care
you to know
about
it's
them.
it's
You want
you.
them to,
It's
like,
you.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
I have a
Like,
friend who, like, it's just like she doesn't say anything nasty, but I can tell in her tone that she's trying to get a reaction out of me.
Passive aggressive.
Like trying to sound, she's like,
Yeah.
she clearly sounds jealous or like vindictive in some ways, and I'm just like, okay.
Mhm.
that
cool.
probably makes her more mad.
Like, I
Probably,
see
but like it
you.
literally
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not even me. It's not even being like, okay, crazy. It's not even that. It's just like,
Yeah.
Just
that like
whatever.
what are you
literally
supposed
does
to do
not
with it?
affect me.
Yeah.
I like fucking with people. All right, so like for example, one of the bands that I work with, if he tells me something that's obvious, like oh I got a guitar solo coming up, like I've listened to your band like 7 times a week. I know the next time you're gonna fart, like at this point, and I'll go and change his batteries on his wireless, and it's like a guarantee that I'm gonna smack his ass when I'm done. Like so, I'm just like, and smack his butt. And the other day, it happened. It so happened where like the pack itself wasn't closing, like it kept opening.
So you're just
So
like,
I smacked his ass a couple times, you know. And he came up to me and he was like, "Oh, like I just want to let you know, like, you know, you did that on purpose. You just wanted to keep smacking my ass." I was like, "Joe, like, usually people sign a subscription for this kind of affection from me, so like, you know, you're welcome." And we were just going back and forth. It's a good time.
yeah, you get very, very when you're miking people up. I mean, I don't know if you've ever experienced it to this degree. If you ever did theater, maybe, but you get pretty intimate.
Yeah.
You get pretty intimate.
You're-
I met
Yeah.
Linda Carter, Wonder Woman,
Okay.
Oh,
and
so
she
cool.
was when I met her to like mic her up. She was like, I was like excited to meet her. I'm like, this is so cool. And she was arguing with another person in a green room and they're both like super tall. And they're arguing. I'm like, excuse me, Miss Carter. Excuse me,
You're
Miss
tugging
Carter.
on her dress.
I'm literally standing. It got to the point with the argument where I'm like standing in between them to try and stop them from arguing because like she needs to go on air.
Yeah.
And they're
just
like
yell at her.
they can't even see me. They cannot even see me. They're yelling at each other, and I'm just miking her up like as they're talking. I'm like, okay, so happy to meet her.
That's amazing.
No, it was like a very. What she was fighting for was I was on her side. So,
Good.
but
Yeah,
I was
good.
like, those kind of situations.
True hero.
Now, what got you into comedy? Like,
Yeah.
where did that all start? Where did that stem from?
So yeah, I already said like I started on Zoom initially, but all throughout like my childhood, I wanted to be like a star. You know, like I was always into acting and plays. I
Theater
was
kid.
yeah, but like I don't identify as that because
Whatever.
yeah, basically I was president of the Thespian Society. You know,
Did you
all
get
that
kicked
jazz.
out of theater as a kid?
No, I
She
didn't.
was like, she was the queen theater.
Yeah,
you could
she
No,
was-
no,
tell.
but
I
I
just see you
wasn't, like,
making trouble. That's it.
Yeah, but on the DL, I was never a
She
lead.
got people in trouble.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I needed to make
Hey.
out with
Yes.
your dog for a minute.
Hey,
Wow,
Hey.
she loves you.
What was I talking about? I'm a little flustered. No, I was never a lead, like, because it was all musicals and stuff,
Mhm.
and I don't really think I'm that good of an actor, which I'm learning now. That's why a lot of people do comedies, because they're not that good at acting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, people might disagree when I say that.
I mean,
But
a lot
I
of
don't think I'm good.
comedians become actors.
That's also true. That's also true.
Yeah,
And
there's a big crossover there.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely really love to act, and I've always whatever. But a lot of the things I did was musicals, and
It
I
kind
can-
of is acting though, in a way, because you have to like.
you're performing for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. It's different, and it's cool because of like the lack of the fourth wall,
Mhm.
Yes.
which is really interesting. But
So-
yeah,
I have a question. What is harder for you, a larger crowd or a smaller crowd? Like, do you get more nervous performing in front of like only 5 people instead of
yeah,
like
I would
100?
say I don't even know if it's like if I would say more nervous. It's just like more aware of
Mhm.
how well I'm doing. Like I'm like less able to like black out. I don't know. Like I
Yeah.
just get lost in the lights and the sounds and like the overall
The energy. Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I think it's just like a performer thing, but I'm also a very empathic person, and I feed off people's energies. And when it's like a group, like a large group, which of people, it's kind of hard to. It's just all like a group energy.
Right.
When it's
not
like 3
an
people, I'm like
individual.
feeling everybody's vibe, and I'm like,
Yeah. No,
I
get that.
apologize in
Okay, yeah.
advance.
I got like a two-part question. Have you ever done a performance where you either A, had a heckler, or B, you're just like waiting for the light to come on to like let this be over?
No, I haven't, but I don't think that really says
I don't think
much.
Zoom has. You did a
No,
lot of. I'm
That's
fucking
true.
with you.
That's true. But they do the light. They do the light. No, I wouldn't say that because I really only recently started. So anytime I have in front of a microphone, like I'm using up every second.
Okay.
You know, like I'm
Mhm,
just
mhm.
like word vomit up there, just saying anything just to see what I can use
You
next.
talk
you know,
very well. I like listening to you. So
you
I
talk
feel
good
like,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, some people can't get. I'm one of them that I just can't get like my thought across, and like I'll stumble or just.
You know, I did not think that. I did not know that that's what you meant because I don't think I speak like that good.
I think you
Okay.
go into an accent when you get nervous, though.
You know, I can't. It's not. I'm not trying to.
Do you just like
People,
listen to yourself and be like, "What the fuck am I talking
Yes.
about?"
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Because that's me all the time.
Yes, I disassociate and my mouth just keeps going, and I'm like, what? When we did that, we filmed New Joke
Yes,
City.
we did. It was amazing.
I
We were
have
in the
no
Bronx.
idea what I was talking about.
Oh, well,
As
you
I was
handled
speaking,
it
I
so
totally,
well.
I was not there. I was totally out because we were walking in the city. First of all, I was an hour late because we were
She
stuck in
was.
traffic. We were in the Bronx.
We were just sitting there. I took a
Bronx.
walk to
You
the
didn't like
Joker
that.
stairs though, and
Oh,
I
yeah, you said
went down
that.
the stairs while I was waiting for you. So
That's
worked out.
so.
for
You know
me.
what? Good. I'm glad you got that photo op. I pretty sure I developed an ulcer. I was surrounded by a biker gang. I told
Oh,
you about
yeah,
the
the
biker gang
biker
that
gang.
surrounded me.
Oh no.
I was in so much traffic, and then I was also near Yankee Stadium. Fuck the Bronx,
And
fuck the
the
Yankees.
game was like just getting
It
out.
was
Yo,
so bad.
It was so
Grandma
bad.
Willie's going to see the Yankees for the first time in her life. Shout out to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Are you taking her?
I can't go. I'm not
You're a piece of
vaccinated.
You're a piece
That's
of
exactly why. No, my
Does your-
aunt is taking her.
Does your
and-
grandmother smoke cigarettes?
Yeah,
I feel like she would because she likes the Yankees. I just feel like that's like the
Yeah.
image of a Yankee fan.
she's like,
I'm a Met fan,
yeah, Derek Jeter
We
could have been
drink a
like my
lot.
grandpa or something. Like,
probably. Oh, you're Italian too. Is
mhm.
Derek Jeter Italian? No, but I think that all Yankees fans are Italian and
Yeah,
smoke
pretty
cigarettes.
much.
Yeah.
They're all from the Bronx. That's why.
Yeah. Anyway,
Brooklyn.
but when my point was bringing that up is that I totally blacked out and have no idea what I said.
Oh my
but
God.
apparently I was very eloquent.
She was so funny.
Blacked out.
We also had her perform on a basketball court, and it was just
Interesting.
perfect. It was perfect for what you were talking about.
I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go on.
It was. I'm not
You'll
gonna
see
spoil
it
it.
when
You'll
it's-
see it.
when
You'll
it's
see
released.
it.
You'll
this
see
is
it.
not
so like,
released.
It's not
do we
released
know
yet.
when it's going to be
Yeah.
released, or is there any like?
We do not have a date yet, but I'll keep you posted. when
That's
I know
cool.
from
But we can
Dave.
put a link in the description
Absolutely.
for
Or like New Joke
everything.
City
Yeah,
on
for-
Instagram
Mhm.
and whatnot.
Yep.
And my
New Joke City
Instagrams and
TV.
whatnot.
Yeah, everything will be in the description for everything.
Do you have a QR code?
No, I don't. Maybe Dave will make me one.
Yeah, he will.
Dave, you should
something
make
We
in
one
my
have a
of those.
guy.
We got a guy.
Yeah. Way of the future.
Now, do you write, or do you just riff, or do you just have so much in your head that you could just?
Yeah, do you
Go.
spitball it?
So I definitely, when I perform, I definitely have a written set that I have prepared. When I was doing Zoom comedy every week, I would basically the morning of riff or just like blurt out whatever into my phone or onto a piece of paper and then just edit it and then confine it to 5 minutes. Now I kind of go back and look at all those notes along with, are those your knees?
No. That would be
His back.
hysterical, though. He's like the Tin Man. We have to like oil him up every once in a while.
Yo.
Kinda.
If he only had
Kinda.
a heart.
I love that.
Well, like this much of my spine is titanium. So
Yes.
yeah.
No
yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
No joke there.
Yeah, but that's
We gotta lube 'em
that's-
up every
that's
once in a
boring,
while.
so
All right,
We
where
don't
was
wanna
I?
talk
Where was
about
I?
that.
Where was I?
writing, riffing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so now okay,
rehearsing
so
and-
I'm kind of going back on those notes and I do a lot of like mind mapping, like a topic and then like, like spider webs.
Mhm.
And I started this new thing just like earlier this week where I write down like a premise that I have been working on and I just wrote it down, I put it on my fridge and like every time I like walk past it or I think of something
Mhm,
that
mhm.
I write it down, like a phrase
Oh,
or
that's a good idea.
and then I just like edit and put it all together. My phone, like I'm
I
constantly
was gonna
like
say voice memos. That's what I use. a
yeah,
lot.
I record myself, but like, because I have to like see my facial
Mm-hmm.
expressions with it, so I can like understand completely. And sometimes when I'm like want to perform something, because sometimes I'll come up with an idea and like when I said it to myself, it sounds so good, but when I typed it out, I couldn't read it back the way I wanted it to come across. I'm like, I don't remember, so I record myself. But like, if anyone would ever get a hold of these videos, because they're like me at 3 a.m. And then I was like, but I'm looking, I'm like dead.
You should have a TikTok just for those
Yes.
videos.
No,
Oh my
it's
God.
bad.
We're gonna sell them as NFTs. That's
Yo,
what
I
it
got
is.
no, like
See?
that's
There you go.
if I'm famous, maybe, but like I'm not famous enough to be that ugly on the internet.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, the cool thing about NFTs is even if you sell it like now for whatever, if it sells for millions down the road, you get
Yeah.
a percentage. So
Yeah, but I have a little bit of shame, just a small, healthy amount of shame. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep them for myself, and
Yeah.
they'll be really worth
It's
a lot of money
intimate.
when
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, good, smart.
when I have a yacht
Mhm.
and stuff. So yeah, that's how I write. That's how I got into comedy. It's what's interesting about going from like acting to comedy. I will say is that it's like when you're acting, you can kind of just pretend you're somebody else. Like it's not me on stage. You don't have to worry about like I don't know because you're not Kellsie. You're a character.
Mhm.
Comedy is really cool because it's like all my own material and it's all things that are like real and things that I've actually been through. Which
So it's like therapy.
It can be vulnerable.
it's
too,
I don't know
yeah.
about therapy
For sure.
but
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
you know,
therapy with
it's cathartic.
anxiety.
It's cathartic because
Yeah.
I'm kind of like cynical with my self-deprecation and such. But yeah, it really is.
So are people that are close to you, like say like your boyfriend or your best friends or your parents, like are they afraid to be around you because they're
No.
going to wind up being part of your act?
No, I'm my well, yo,
Jeez.
you're so beautiful.
Oh, she loves you.
She's pretty.
My ex-boyfriend knows that I have jokes about him, and his name, our name
Did
is
you
like in
change
it.
it to keep
No,
him
no, because the
private?
whole joke about it is it gives away his identity. And I made up the jokes while we were still talking. So and then I'm like, hey, I'm telling these jokes about you, and he said, LOL. yo, that's kind of fucked up. And I said, no, it's not. It's not. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about you. It's mostly about me.
You knew what you were getting into.
Also, but also, like, we broke up for a reason, so let me use it at least.
Mhm.
But yeah. No, and it's nothing bad about him at all. It's just the situation. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever. It's not a big deal. But no, I don't think so. I think that, like, the second my family members, like, all found out, like, I wasn't really telling anybody because I didn't want, they're going to ask me to, like, tell a joke. But I'm always being funny in my family's company. But my pop-up, he found out. And he's like, the first thing he said, I thought he was going to be, like, weird with it. He's like, I have the best joke for you. And I was like, okay. Like,
That's
my dad
awesome.
told me that, and he told me a bunch of dick jokes. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear. He's like, oh, something about like a psychiatrist. Like, I can see your fucking nuts because the guy didn't have pants on. I'm like,
Yeah.
Father, I don't want to hear that from you. But my pop-up goes, I have a joke for you. I'm like, okay, like, what is it? And he's like, well, I can't tell it in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh no. So he later on, we're at like it's a Memorial Day barbecue. He pulls me to the side and he's like, all right, here's the joke. I feel like I don't know if I should tell it because I don't know if it's offensive or whatever.
You
But
can say whatever the fuck
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
All right,
really
he
up
goes,
to you.
He pulls me to the side, my pop-up, and he goes, all right, so this husband and his wife, they go to the zoo and they go to see the gorillas.
Mhm.
You're already laughing.
Yeah, he's excited.
I know.
It's an old man
You
joke.
greased
I'm
him
like,
up.
I don't know if it makes
Yeah.
sense. I honestly, at first, I didn't know if it made sense. Okay. So the husband and wife, they go to the zoo to see the gorillas. And the wife is wearing a cute little flannel skirt, a little top, whatever, little number. And they go up to see the gorillas. And the husband's like, yeah, like, flip up your shirt. Like, see what the gorilla does. Flip up your shirt. And I'm like, Papa, what are you telling me right now? Okay. I'm like, it's the whole time, I'm just like, nodding and awkwardly smiling. This is like really
Pretending
uncomfortable.
like you're somebody.
So he's like, all right, yeah.
somewhere
I'm like,
else.
totally.
Is this
but
real
also
life?
trying to pay attention to the joke because where is he going with this? So the wife lifts up her shirt and the gorilla goes crazy. Oh my god, he goes nuts. And he's like, okay, like lift up your skirt. Like, do it. You're not wearing any underwear. Like, do it. See what the gorilla does. And I disassociate again.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my god. She flips up her skirt and the gorilla goes even crazier. And then the husband grabs her by the neck, throws her in the cage, and says, now tell him you have a fucking headache.
Oh my
That's rough
god.
as fuck, though.
I can't believe Pop-Up said this.
And he's like, but here's the kicker. The whole time, but before and after he told a joke, but very much before, he's like, this joke, if you tell this joke, everyone will love it, and you will be so, like, it will blow up.
You're
He's
gonna
like,
be so famous.
he was so serious.
Shout out to
Then
Papa.
Yeah, shout out.
he
For
told the
real,
joke. He told the joke, and then after he's like, isn't it so good? Like, isn't it like like you have to tell it.
Do
You
you
have to tell
tell
it.
it as him telling it to you?
I can't fucking tell that joke.
Well, that was
Why
that
not?
was kind of like leading towards
This
a
is
question I
it.
was going to ask you. Like, so, like, do you ever write things and you're like, I don't really think I could talk about that, or is it just fuck that? Everything's on the table. You could talk about whatever.
I mean,
Because it's comedy. Like, there's a
that's
fine
my
line.
opinion. That is
Yeah.
my opinion. Yes, I have yet to come across something where I was like, "This is funny, but also really offensive."
Mhm.
Well,
But
we
that's
live
like-
in
I
that
never
kind
really
of
had
that's
to
world.
think
the
about
thing.
that because most of the stuff I'm talking about.
You should write a book of jokes that people tell you that you should tell, and
I
you
will
should
keep
end
log.
it. And you should end it with Pop Pop's joke, and it would just
That's
be a
assuming that one
way.
was the worst one I heard.
I think nothing's gonna beat that. That's great.
Because you also had to think about it. What is that? Is that about domestic violence? Is that about bestiality, or is that about rape?
It's all of
I
the
think it's
above.
just like a nice, like,
It's
little.
like D on the
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
chart.
D,
on
all
the
of the
scanning
above.
all
column,
of the It
He's
is
like,
what it's whatever
he's
you
like,
want
if
it
you
to
tell
be.
that joke, you got to tell me when you tell it because you're gonna blow up. And every time I've seen him after, he's like, "Did you tell my
You
joke
could,
yet?
you could show
Did
him
you
this
tell my
clip.
joke?
You could show him the clip.
Pop up. I told your joke, and I think I picked the
Yes.
right
We
audience.
loved it,
I think I
yes.
picked the right audience.
Yeah.
That is the one and only time you will ever hear me say that joke. Please don't cancel me, but if you do, fuck you, I don't care. Anyway,
See,
I keep like bopping my nose on
That's
the.
like the thing. Do you
windscreen.
worry about? Do you worry about cancel, like the cancel culture?
No,
thing?
I don't. I mean, like whatever. I'm kind of doing this. I didn't pick up comedy to be like, oh, I'm going to make money and I'm going to have a career. I kind of don't want to. I mean, you can't say this and then have a aspiration like comedy, but like I don't really aspire to be like Hollywood elite. I kind of like despise that whole like way of life. Like that's not me. I'm just having a lot of fun doing this, and
You'll ride
it's
it
just,
out though.
yeah,
No?
I love it, and it's fun. And if it's something that can turn into a job,
Then fuck
like,
yeah.
hell yeah.
That's what podcasting is to us. We like Kris. Well, Kris, this is Chris's pride and
Yeah,
joy
like
now.
when people ask me what I do, and it sounds weird, like because I don't make money doing this, but I'm a podcaster.
Yeah,
And they're like, "What?"
professional.
I'm like, yeah, I'm a podcaster.
That's like how I
Okay.
say I'm a
are.
comedian.
Yeah. But I mean, it sounds cool though. I mean,
Yeah,
It
I
does.
I'm a
love it.
comedian. I think that's rad.
We kind of like really enjoy doing it. We're
Yeah, I love this.
like the best
Love
of
it.
friends anyway, so we
That's
just enjoy
awesome.
hanging out, and it gives us not that it gives us a
So
reason to
cute.
hang out, but it gives us a way to do something cool all the time and learn something new. We love you.
Oh, the caress.
They do. They love each other.
This
so
is
much.
the.
He asks me to dance with him every time I work with him, and I tell him no.
Aw.
Every
Oh,
time
like
there's a
like
slow
event.
song, he does weddings, so every time they play a slow song, I'm like, come on, let's
You
dance.
can't waste a slow
What are
song.
you
Like,
gonna
let's go.
do when he says yes one day? Are you gonna cry?
He's gonna
No, 'cause he never will.
the hardest
He
job.
never will. He never will.
There's a lot. Listen, dude. There's a lot of people that want to dance with me, and I just say no.
Oh my god.
I used to work.
I cannot not cry to that song when it plays.
I used to work at a wedding venue. I don't want to say which one, but up near me.
No.
And I think the year I was there was like 2005, and everyone used Jack Johnson banana pancakes. Like every fucking wedding that I served at. Like I can't listen to this song anymore. Just- yeah.
No, I feel that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear a lot of the same speeches and stuff, and like
The speech is, oh my god!
They're
Every time
fucking
you ask me to
rough.
work with you, like that's the thing I dread, sitting through the fucking speeches, because everyone thinks they're a comedian, and they are the
Yo.
opposite. It's
Yeah.
cringe.
You want to know how
It's
much
so
south
cringe.
so
Worthy.
fast
Oh.
sometimes.
I like really like I feel like I should start writing my sister's speech now because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of pressure and like I
Oh,
I
yeah.
almost like don't want to do it because if it's like that's like the toughest audience you're ever gonna have.
Of course.
I was
Yeah.
nervous. I've done 2 best man speeches in my life so far. Personally, I've seen a million of them, but I've done 2. And the first one I wrote after they said I do on my phone, sweating bullets. And
That's probably the best one.
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. It was my first, and then this guy's I kind of just like wrote the night before, and I
Mhm.
just kind of tried to make it
Under
authentic.
pressure. That's how diamonds are made.
Yeah, and it worked out really well. I was so nervous though. It was rough.
It was all good.
I think one of the best ones that I've ever heard was it was at my sister's wedding, and the best man wrote a speech, and he was like, "Well, you all know that the husband's a control freak, so he wrote the speech himself." And he wrote
That's
it like
awesome.
from his point of view and had like bullet points as to why he was so awesome, and like
Yeah.
it was so good.
That's
That's
pretty
funny.
cool.
Yeah.
I one wedding, I think it was like a year or 2 ago. This guy comes out and he has like this like fuzzy feather necklace, like Hulk Hogan-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and a yellow shirt on, and I'm like, look at this guy, like what the fuck? And he was like, so I got really drunk the other night, and I decided to do this from the perspective of Hulk Hogan. So let me tell you something, brother.
No.
And
I
he
would've walked
fucking
out.
rips his
So
shirt off,
good.
puts on the
So
glasses,
good. It's so
and he
good.
has the bandana on. So I'm just like, this guy is
Yes.
amazing.
I
And
love that.
It was fucking cool.
I would
Yeah.
pay for that.
I've done live streams for weddings, and I won't say with who or where it's at, but the bride and groom they had a microphone still on them, and they went directly to the room,
Nice.
and they basically the
They was
now
fucking?
wife was just like, are you gonna fuck me in the ass before we go downstairs?
You didn't kill the microphone?
Of course we did, but it was on there.
Oh, you
Hold on.
heard it.
And
Oh my
yeah,
god.
and then he was just like, I'd rather you just blow me. And then they came and they realized they had the microphone on, and they ran over to us, like, please tell us that wasn't live. Like, our whole family's watching. They're like,
They
what did
had
you
to be
say?
sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Did you tell them? Yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody.
I want it. I wasn't involved in that. I was on the back end. Like
That would have been amazing.
it was, but it was
so
funny.
That
good.
would have been amazing.
Yeah, because at that point, like we cut it as soon as they fucking walk down the aisle. You know, that's it.
Smart.
Well, yeah, no audio, no video,
man, I
no
wish
anything.
you didn't though.
Well, but they basically just gave themselves up. You know, like that's fucking
That's
great.
so funny. Whatever, it's real. They're in love.
Yeah, it's real.
You're gonna fuck me in the ass or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I think that's actually a line from Casablanca, right?
Shit.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
at
the main
I've
end.
never
line.
seen it.
Yeah.
It's the main line.
Oh my god.
I'm
It's
not
written
gonna say
about
it.
their
I'm not
wedding
gonna
vow.
say it again.
Whoops.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's true love.
Yeah,
I mean, for sure, yeah.
I mean, when
You
God's
just gotta-
watching.
Come on, we got to get back to the party. Just break me off a cooked piece.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
So, like, let's see. There was one thing I wanted to ask you. What triggered you today with the bicycles in the breezeway or under the stairs or something?
Oh, on my Instagram?
Yeah. Somebody was so triggered.
So what is that? What is that? That whatever insurance company, but they're like, oh, when you buy a house, you turn into your parents.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true. And bless my mother.
I mean, you're
dealing
preaching to
with
the
you.
choir because I felt that. Like, when I saw that, I was like,
well, you don't even know. That's nothing. That's fine. That's pleasant. They were leaving their trash outside of their door. So, okay, like, I understand. Okay, you're doing whatever. Mind you, they have the same size place as me. It's 500 square feet. So, like, you can't really have. How many people could possibly be living there?
Yeah.
How much trash could you
You'd
possibly
be surprised. It could be a clown house.
45
Continue.
minutes away.
You know.
500 square feet. All right, keep talking. I'll get it sooner or later.
Off the record.
Yeah.
Anyway. So they're on the first freaking floor, which I counted is footsteps, like my pace, which is small. So maybe overestimating 25 steps from their front door to the dumpster. And what do? They put their trash in the bag. They tie the bag. They put it outside their door. And they leave it there until they leave. Okay, I understand. If it's going to be there for 10 minutes, if you're just like taking it out because you're getting your shit together and you're going to leave. An hour. Okay, fine, an hour. Till the end of the night, I'm mad. 3 days later, it's still there. I am
see,
fuming.
3
I
days
would've put
later,
it
I'm
inside
kicking
the-
it.
I wrote
Yeah.
a note. I wrote a note.
A
You're way
passive
too
aggressive note, or was it
I
direct?
don't think so. I think I was doing it as best I could. I said something like, hello, like, please don't.
Dear
Like, you
sir
started it
or
with,
madam,
I
hello.
just said,
I hope
I'm
this
filing
note
a
finds you
complaint.
well.
I just said, please try your best not to leave your trash out for days / hours / days.
It attracts raccoons and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
it
it
attracts
smells bad.
animals.
It wasn't just
It is
unsightly.
unpleasant.
I had to walk past it every single day. And so I said, please do your best to not leave your trash out for hours / days.
It's a health
It is
violation.
creating a very unpleasant experience for all. Thank you very much. And I was very nice.
Sincerely yours.
Just like, thank
Do
you.
you know what car they drive?
No, I don't even know. And like,
I would have watched. See, this is the kind of I
Well,
would have just like
I
put it on
think
their
I
car.
kind of
like,
think I
in their-
know,
their
but I
hood.
never see them come out. It's like really like it's strange. I know who everyone
their
else is
mailbox.
for the most part. I can probably guess, but one of the days, I think the day they got the second bike, because that first bike was always there, and I was like, whatever, it's one bike, it's underneath the stairs, not a big deal. The day they put the second bike in, I still didn't really mind. It was the beanbag chair that put me over the edge.
Wait,
But
what?
It looked
I
like
think
a
I missed
little
something.
nook. Looks like-
it's under the stairs.
Yeah,
It's under
yeah.
the stairs, and you go up the stairs, and there's like several floors, and you whatever. But it's outdoor, indoor, so underneath the stairs you could put a bike there. But there's a sign
That says,
from the
"Do not put your
association
bike
that says
here."
don't store shit here.
Yeah.
We'll take it away and you'll pay for it. And they had one bike there, and it was there before I even moved in. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. Then the night that they got the second bike, there was someone parked in my spot, and it was like 11:30 at night, and I was like working like a gig for it was after like doing a gig for 9/11, so I was like working all day long, exhausted, and I come home and I can't park. I do like several laps. They finally don't move. Had to park on the block, And it turns out they were putting together the new bike, and I saw the guy, and he like didn't even say hello to me. I was like, "Hi," like, "Hi, your neighbor, hello, hi," and he like grunted at me or something, whatever. And then the second bike was there, didn't even care because they were both tucked in neat. And then the beanbag chair showed up, and then the second bike they must have taken it out for a ride and didn't put it. It's just a mess. It's
Who
a mess.
stores a beanbag chair outside?
It's trash because their balcony.
How old are
I
like
just-
were they like adults or
adults, grown people?
They're just basically
Triggers.
troglodytes.
Were they-
like a
much.
hoarder.
Just
They're like balcony
drinking?
area filled with like boxes and
Oh,
like storage.
gross.
They're hoarders.
Yeah, it's like you can't live in a 500.
yeah,
I feel
that's a
bad
problem.
talking shit about them, but I don't know
Hey,
them,
listen.
so fuck them.
Whatever.
No, not even just like
It's
You
a-
have
it's
to
an-
deal with it. It's
a
affecting
condo
you,
association.
like,
I pay a lot
yeah.
of money in HOA fees, so I don't
Yeah.
have to smell other
Yeah.
people's trash.
and you couldn't
know?
complain to them.
Oh, then yeah, you
I
have
haven't
every
because
right.
I'm a nice person. I left a note. So
You're
if
the- you're a
this
vigilante.
if this is not gone, if this is not, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, you
That's
could
badass.
just,
Come
you
on.
could just complain to
I'm
the
the neighborhood
association.
Karen.
though.
I will,
Yeah.
well, and that's,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that because that,
Yeah, but
so
That's
just
like,
like you
getting your
said-
parents involved
Yeah,
when you do
but
that.
just
You're
like
trying
you
to
said,
handle it
you
yourself.
pay those HOA fees
and
and
the pool's
stuff.
not even open, so I gotta get something out of my money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah, well, that's what triggered me.
Sometimes you
It's
gotta-
not, it's not, it's not a
Just
good,
put
it's not a part of me I
cameras
like.
and live stream.
They're trash.
Just,
Day 4,
yeah,
hour
Garbage can.
22.
That's funny.
Live. That's reality like television. But
Yeah, I always say that like when I first moved into this place and I got a Ring camera, like I would literally just watch the live feed of the Ring camera and like listen to like my neighbors' conversations, like all the drama because they'd be yelling,
Anything good?
reality TV. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird. Like if you have an iPhone, you
Yeah.
can leave your phone like face down, and if you have AirPods, you can listen to like a certain distance.
Oh, I don't have AirPods. I'm not that elite, but that's really cool. I don't even have
Yeah,
earphones
same.
at all for an audio person.
I had them
I
for
don't
a
have headphones,
while, and
anything.
then I lost them, and I just realized I'm an asshole. And
I have to wear a headset at work all day, and so like I don't like to wear earbuds because I feel like I already have like
You're
something
gonna
in my
get like tinnitus.
tinnitus.
Yeah.
I think I already do. I hear like
it
Yeah.
the
sucks.
ice cream truck song over and over again.
I just have a constant
actually-
ringing
I
in
have
my
a
ear
funny story
24/7.
Same.
You
My-
what?
I have a constant ringing in my ear 24/7, and if it's like completely silent, that's deafening to
Yeah.
me. So like
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to
yeah.
sleep with a fan or a TV on.
You know,
I can't be
We
in
were just
complete
I
talking
don't
silence.
know if it's that bad for my stepdad's like that because he works construction. I don't know if it's that bad for me, but I do have to sleep with like all like
Yeah.
like my fans on and
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah, I did construction for 15 years,
That
and
makes
it just
sense.
ruined it.
No, like literally, it's not tinnitus. It's like
Pop goes the weasel.
that might be something else.
no, it's
Yeah.
like it's always like the ice cream truck.
Completely
They're-
losing your
It sounds like it's
mind.
the
They have
ice cream
doctors for
truck.
that.
Oh,
They definitely
Is
do.
it, am I undiagnosed?
yeah. That might be a bigger issue.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
It's
it,
just the
but-
song choice, really.
Yeah.
Like
It's just, I don't like it. It's like,
Um,
where's the ice? It's December.
Speaking of song choices, my friend Chelsea,
I get excited for ice
she
cream
used to run an ice cream truck, and there was like 25 songs to choose from, but people always pick the same song. So she would roll up to baseball parks with the Godfather music.
What
No
is
way.
that?
That's
and everyone would be
cool.
like, I don't know that. Like, just
That's
like,
cool.
what's happening? Yeah, it was great.
What is the Godfather music?
you know, very Italian
I've-
sound. I'm not gonna sing it right
I've
now,
never
but
seen The
it's just,
Godfather,
like,
so I don't
it's-
know.
Hey, can you
Cue it up.
YouTube it real quick?
No.
No.
Oh.
Copyright.
Yeah, no,
We
no,
can't
no,
do
no,
that.
No.
No.
I'll
We're
look
not-
it up.
Follow us
We're
on
only-
But if
Patreon.
you could
We're
imagine, like,
Right.
That's the forget about it thing. There's a
Oh.
cartoon called Forget About It, and that whatever you just did is the yeah.
That was
That's the-
Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yeah.
Again,
Pop goes the
it's in
weasel.
my head. It's
It's probably like 7 different songs with like
Stir.
7 different lyrics.
Yeah, so I don't have earbuds or earphones, but I do like to watch my neighbors on my Ring camera.
That's fun. Slightly
Sick.
creepy, but whatever.
That's what I put
No,
on my
but
dating
like,
profile.
I mean, I'm a creep myself, so I mean,
Yeah.
I like that's like right in my lane.
Anytime Chris
I
leaves
would
his
do it.
house, he checks his cameras. Like,
I have a camera right
I
there
watch
to
it
watch
all the
my
time.
dog.
I have
so
I have cameras in my
yeah,
house
so
to watch
I'm-
my cats.
yeah.
I just have every time I leave the house, like I just have this full blown like anxiety. I don't know why. It's just I have irrational fears that I don't know. I just can't control.
Are you like totally agoraphobic? Or
Not
just mild?
totally. Not. It's mild.
Mild.
Yeah, it's mild. I could leave
I
the
feel
house
that.
without problem, but
But you'd rather be home.
of course.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah,
Aw,
yeah.
you're like a house cat yourself then.
Pretty much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like
I
you want
mean,
attention when you want attention,
But
but you'd rather be
everything
left alone.
everything I need is in the house.
I've been to his
Yeah.
studio
Everything.
like hundreds of
Mhm.
times. He's never been to my studio once.
What?
Only one of them.
Oh, stop it!
He doesn't
Stop it!
invite me anywhere.
Don't
goes out to
patronize him.
I
Watch
invited
sports
you.
without me.
I invited
I
you.
know.
So I'm
You
practicing.
leave
All
it
right,
to
so
somebody
now
else.
he's really gonna start acting like a 5-year-old.
Boo.
I
I'm
work
just, like,
all the
picking on
time.
Chris
I
this
work
whole
all-
month.
so I officially stopped planning ahead with him
Now
because
that-
every
now that
time
your
I
back's
plan
better, you
ahead,
can't hang out
it
with me
falls
anymore.
through. So I just take it upon myself to just go and do me.
Yeah.
Do you?
Or
So-
like you can last minute invite him. I'm sure you're down for that.
No, Chris is just bitter because I always tell him no, and because I'm busy. I'm working. I'm an
I
entrepreneur.
feel that people stopped asking me because I kept saying no because I work so much.
So I stopped asking
Yeah.
him. It's not a
I
I'm
don't take it
leaving you out
personally.
thing. He takes it personally.
He
No,
he,
I
he
now
leaves it
just,
up to
like-
me. It's up to me if like because Chris.
No, but that's how it should be. Like I'll just
I
like hit
guess
up
so.
like my friends or like random people I just meet. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out with me?
And I
I
totally
texted-
would have
I
on
texted
Sunday.
Maria,
I'm
so
trying
I'm
to
like,
plan
hey,
to go
know.
to
I'm
see
free now.
Levia.
Yeah.
I want.
That's
Can
like-
we have a whole? I'm gonna take a
that's
whole
like-
week off, and I want to do everything on Ryan's list. Like it's just gonna be like.
But when you have like a
bucket
random,
list.
is that
But,
a
like-
VU meter on your
But we could
hands?
go like we can go. We
She
can
just
create
asked
our
you a
own list.
question.
Sorry, no, I was
Don't be rude.
totally.
No, go ahead.
I just noticed the VU meter on your hands.
Yes. Wow. You are good. Not that I didn't think that
He's
you
like,
weren't, but
now
like
I believe you.
Oh my god.
I don't know the extent.
I have a degree in sound design from Montclair State, but that sounds
That's
more
cool.
impressive than it is because I don't really do that anymore. But
Whatever, it still sounds really cool.
I went to school
Sounds
and
good.
I used a lot of knowledge that I got from school, but it was more of the on the job experience. That
yeah,
informed me.
100%.
So,
Legit.
it was cool. Yeah, that's what that is. It's kind of like a music, themed.
Very cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I see the guitar and everything.
Yeah.
Cool beans. I play guitar. Not very
I
well.
used to like self taught. I played for like 10 years or something like that. All original music. Never played cover music. I was kind of like too cool for cover music, but I wish I did. So what I used to do before I was a
Oh,
sound
you
design
never
engineer,
learned a different song. You never learned someone else's song.
like here and there. Yeah, I can
You-
play
oh.
like my favorite Blink-182 song or like 4 Year Strong or something like that.
But you mainly
like,
just played your own stuff.
Yeah, I wrote my own stuff, recorded my own stuff with my friends, and it was a good time.
That's
Chris is
cool.
also in that category. As
Yeah?
I was always the singer though.
Oh.
Screamer.
I can
Singer.
see that.
Yeah, we have band stories. Not personally in the same band, but
Yeah.
That's cool.
I used to hire a sound guy to when I was a promoter, and I would host like it was called Shredfest. This is how long ago it was. I had lanyards and everything. It was official.
Lanyards.
Yeah.
Shredfest.
we
I was
hosted
thinking
it
about like
inside.
Parmesan cheese.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. Shredfest was really a thing where people bring all their their personal documents and they shred them on masses.
I've actually gone to
shit,
those
weird.
events. I'm not kidding.
Right, I had no
I-
idea until I tried to like
I've
make it a real
collected
thing.
boxes of documents and stuff that like I could have just shredded one at a time, but I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. And then you fill up your trunk and you pull up to this truck, and the
Shredfest.
truck
Oh,
is
the
like a
big-
huge
oh, I've seen
shredder, and you're like,
that.
yeah, it's
What?
great.
Yeah. It's insane. I
Yeah.
never knew. But I used to hold
Only in New
like
Jersey.
shows inside a skate park. So there'd be
Where?
like in Tom's River, like South area.
That's cool.
I think it was called like
Oh.
Jump Street or something. I don't know. But I did that for a while, and I had to pay a sound guy, and I was like, "Fuck this guy! He makes all the money." You know, I happened to go to school and get hired at a bar pretty close to here.
That's awesome. Bar A.
Yeah.
No, I only been there twice, and the first time I went, I cried before I even got there, and I never went. I like hung out on the half pipe until my Uber picked me up. And the second time I went there, it was my birthday, my 26th birthday, and I cried. again.
Sounds about right.
No one was giving me attention, and I was like really mad.
Did you at least make it
Wow.
inside, or?
No, I was inside for a while, and it was like my birthday, and I had like recently broke up with somebody.
Did you have a sash on?
No, I'm not like that.
Liar.
No, I'm not like that.
You were like, everyone should
Give
know
me
it's my
attention.
no, but I was just
Yeah.
like, I thought I looked cute, but I didn't look as cute as I thought I looked.
Maybe
like,
you were
also,
No,
doing
no,
it
bar
it
A is
wasn't
for
even
like
that.
Chaz.
That's-
Yeah,
no,
it's
it
a
wasn't
little
even
bit
that. It was that
different.
everybody was really young.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was. I mean, 26 was young, but
not
I
for
thought
there.
no, everyone was so
No.
young, and I was like, this sucks. I feel old and ugly.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think the last time I
God.
was there, it was like
And I
22.
cried.
It's
It
a,
was
it's a
over.
level.
But I'd
a
never been.
decade
That was my
ago.
first time there, and they gave me a problem about my ID, and I was the oldest one in the group.
Don't you need like 2 or 3 IDs? to
Yeah.
get
It's
to
so-
that place?
it
No, but my
depends.
also
Yeah,
in,
here we are.
in their
It's a
defense, my
police
license does
system.
not look like me.
Yeah, but that's not even an
It has
issue.
nothing to
It
do with it.
depends on if it's a duplicate or
Not. It
Whatever,
wasn't.
I don't-
We're
wasn't.
not going to get
Or
into that.
we're not
changed.
getting into
No.
that.
The
We're not
last
People
getting
time
into
I was
always
policies.
ask
there,
me.
I told you.
If you want to know Barre's policy, it's
Kicked out of
listed
the
on their
side door.
website.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can
yeah.
call the main office, tell them
No,
I sent you.
they didn't like give me a problem, but like this person looks at it and then this person
Oh,
looks at it and they
yeah,
pass it
yeah.
up just for me. I'm like, I'm 26.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Everyone else was 21 or something. I was
It
like,
has nothing to do with proving
It
that
does not
that's
look like
you.
me.
They were picking on you.
it does
So
not
like,
look
there's
like
other
me.
reasons like
They were picking on
It
you.
was probably you, Chris.
It depends on how long ago that was.
It may have been. No, there was like an old man. I think
White hair.
maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time
yeah.
ago.
who you gonna point?
But
There's a
what's-
couple
but
of
like,
them.
what's like a long time ago? Like 3 years? Is that a long time for you?
Yeah,
Because I'm
3 or
old.
4 summers ago.
You guys are like babies.
I don't
I'm
remember
old.
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember
yeah.
yesterday either, but I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
I remember like
I'm
we
lying,
walked
didn't have
up.
breakfast.
I did.
don't eat
I like.
breakfast.
I've been drinking a lot of green tea lately.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I just like am not hungry. It's not good. But like, I like did not eat breakfast this morning because I was like green tea. Green tea.
Yeah,
You
I
don't get
didn't-
hungry.
I know.
I hate it. It's
I'm
not
the
good.
same way. I didn't eat until 7 o'clock tonight. That was not a good.
My first
decision.
meal was at 4 p.m. and it
Yeah.
was an Italian. So
I only
Yeah.
eat once a day though.
I
mean,
usually
Big
do
meals?
too. Once a day.
Not
I have a lot of
now.
coffee. That's probably not good. That's why my hands like.
Yeah, no, I
That's
just
just the tremors.
I have coffee in the morning and then I'll just drink water all day and like I'll just have dinner. So what else you got going on? Anything new and interesting, exciting? Anything up and coming that you're working on?
Yeah, so I mentioned New Joke City. That's going to come out soon. Host Ryan Lodge, who actually was hosting the Zoom open mic that I started comedy on. So we have some
Full
roots
circle.
there. Yeah, he invited me on the show with Rich Dugan, and he was also on the Zoom mic that I started on. And Ryan takes me around the Bronx, does me a little interview, and I do a set there. That's
Mhm.
coming out soon, I think. I'm not sure exactly.
Yes, we don't have a date yet. but soon.
And yeah, like really just I have a bunch of shows coming up. I don't really know the like flyers haven't been posted yet, but I know, like I said, there's one in Colts Neck, there's one up at that reserve place in Elmwood Park, one in Staten Island at Big Nose Kate's in October, which is like super. It's not really close to you guys, but
That's not that far.
it's not. It's like 20
It's
minutes
like
from my
20
house.
minutes
Tell
from my
me.
house too.
So
fucking assume
y'all
it.
should come out
Yeah.
October 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I have like coming up. Yeah, that's it.
That's
I-
a lot.
I was
That's
sitting
It's a
on
lot.
my-
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I took a little bit of a time off because like the summer was like fun, and, like so I kind of didn't
But
do
yeah,
anything
you
in
need your
September.
time.
The second I
Mhm.
opened up like my availability, I was like like overwhelmed. I was like, okay, slow down. I need to write some new stuff first.
Yeah.
No, but that's awesome. Seems like you're keeping busy. Good for you.
Yes, Absolutely.
Just wanted to thank you so much for coming on the show. Everything, all her information will be in the description below. Definitely check her out. She's really cool. Like seriously.
Oh, thank you.
Again, like I told you before, I'm gonna thank you a million times for
Yeah,
for-
thank you.
for
I just
coming
met
on.
you. You're pretty cool, and I
Thanks.
you have a cool story, and you
Yeah,
do
this
a lot.
was this
That's
was
awesome.
a really good vibe.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like
it
the
worked.
vibes.
It worked well. Yeah, yeah.
I'll come back
I
anytime.
want to. I
Yeah.
have like this thing where I want to do like females in the industry, and I don't know. I brought it up a couple times because I know a couple people like that.
There's
would be
not
awesome.
many of us.
No, and they all have different stories and different like perspectives of it too, which is kind of cool. So
Hell yeah.
if you're
Hell
down,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to put like a super group together.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for
Killer.
sure. Definitely.
Thank
And-
you, guys.
And you're well. Doors always open. You want to use this platform anytime? Just hit us up. Definitely.
Thanks.
Awesome.
I might take you up on that.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime. Give us a call.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
never not
I
gonna
don't.
say it like that.
I don't use Twitter. I mean,
Come
we're there,
on,
but
dude.
I don't ever post on it.
You don't post. What do you post
Seeking social media manager
on? PSA.
because
Yeah.
I'm no good at it.
I've been trying to get this TikTok wagon on for going.
That's how
need
good the
TikTok.
wagon's going.
NJ Audiovisual has a sick TikTok.
Good
I'll
for
be on
NJ.
TikTok.
This is see, that's the thing. He's always
I'm
fucking
always plugging
peddling his own
myself.
shit. So
Well, I
fucking-
want to have the same shit with our platform, our podcast,
off.
the Two Clouded Mind Show.
guys, thank you so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that fancy horse shit.
It's Chris's birthday. Send him some cool.
It's not my
cool
birthday.
Stuff.
It's
Happy
not even close to my
birthday.
birthday. Nope. My birthday is a long time away. It's not even close.
Send him some
Happy
love.
early birthday.
His
Nope,
his cell
it's-
phone number
nope.
is 908.
No, it's not, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Kellsie Cara
Kellsie Cara
Jones.
Jones.
Kellsie Cara Jones. I was gonna try to I can't
Do the
remember
full
any
name.
of. There's no way.
Kellsie
but-
Cara Elizabeth Kalila Levy Jones.
Fuck yeah. Thank you so much again, and stay
Stay clouded.
clouded.
Connect with the Two Clouded Mind Show. Follow them on Instagram and TikTok at @the_2_clouded_minds_show, at @2clouded on Twitter, and the Two Clouded Mind Show on Facebook. Get the Two Clouded Mind Show podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel and hit that notification bell.